Oh,
And if
yeah.
you could go back and tell yourself like something to help you establish, listen, you know who you are, grow and know who you are if you don't.
Hmm.
What would you tell yourself to get you on that path of belief into yourself sooner?
Um, it's exactly what you just said. It's like, remember who you are. There's this scene in The Lion King
Mm.
where, Simba
No, that's
forgets who he
Cinderella.
is. He doesn't, right. But, sometimes if we go back to the root of who we are, like I was
Mm.
telling this story to a couple of managing directors the other day, because
Mm.
there was this, there's this account that we're looking to try to get. And, I've developed some friendships and relationships there. And it's been a bit of a bumpy road, but I told the story how I went to camp when I was a kid, Camp Tawanka, and
That's
you
great.
had, I know, right?
It's the
It's
perfect name for a
everything
camp.
you think it is. It indicates. I mean, there was a totem pole,
I was
and
gonna say, and the
the
sign,
whole
and I love it.
the whole shebang. So we had a choice during this week that we were there to
Mm.
choose different things that we wanted to do. Like, we got to choose, instead of just going with our cabins to do stuff.
Mm.
And you could play capture the flag, you could, paint rocks, like whatever it is you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided I wanted to swim across the lake and back.
Nice.
And
And
I was
did
the
you?
only kid that wanted to do it. Yeah, they had a rowboat right next to me, and I swam all the way there and all the way back.
Yes, I
And
love
then
that.
later in the week, we got to choose again, and I did the same thing again, because I wanted to be the only kid that did it twice.
And did
I
anybody do it
know.
with you? I mean, because that's
No,
pretty.
they just had a lifeguard in a rowboat, just making sure I was safe. But I swam the whole way there and the whole way back, and it was really hard. It was very hard.
It's a lot harder than you think
And
as a kid when you look across. You're like, I can do that, no problem.
right. And then you're halfway through it, and you look behind you, and you look in front of you, and you're like, I have so much more to go. But you find this thing inside of you where it's
Mm.
like pioneering women, where you're just like, you just got to move forward. There is no going back. You
Exactly.
can't go back.
You're the
And
Amelia Earhart of this swim. You are setting
yes,
that stage. I
stage.
love that. I need
Exactly.
videos and pictures. That is an amazing
I
story.
know. I'll have to see if my mom could drum those up somewhere. But
Please
I go
do.
back to stories like that when I feel bad, when I've maybe in my mind, it's bad self talk.
Mm.
I failed this. I didn't present to the client as well as I wanted to, or
Mm-hmm.
there was something they asked me that I didn't know, and I look like in my mind, I feel like I look like a fool, but
Of course.
somebody would be like,
At
no,
the
you
end of the
didn't.
day, they're like, you did
Right.
great.
But
Yeah.
you go back to that person, the
Mm-hmm.
core person that you were, like knowing who you are, that core gritty, you
Yes.
know, kid that you were is the same person that you are now. You just have a bigger vocabulary.
Ooh, I love